Colony 7 too. I'm sure you'll be happy to know that Will still hasn't turned yet, though he's not exactly the picture of health.
You look like someone cosplaying a zombie.
Great. Even for a zombie, I don't look good.
Well, hold on now. I didn't say you were an ugly zombie cosplayer. In fact, I'd say you're pretty easy on the eyes.
A very handsome zombie cosplayer.
I'll take it.
Anyhow, for this morning's interview, we have a special guest, Dr. Elora.
Huh?
Surprise! You're our special guest this morning, Doctor.
Oh, I'm not sure if... that's probably not a good idea.
Come on, Doc. We just want to know a little more about you. You've been so caring to Will, after all.
Yeah, this is our way of saying thank you.
Oh, well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to answer a few questions.
That's the spirit. Let's start off easy. Why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Dr. Elora. I oversee quarantines and, well, that's the main thing.
Fascinating. Do you always take care of quarantine patients personally? Or do you have someone else to do that for you?
No, I have people for that. When I say oversee, I mean from afar.
Then what makes me different?
What?
You deliver my meals personally, and you check up on me 3 times a day, not counting the meal times. What makes me different from your other patients?
Well, that's, you're the first person to get bitten within a colony. I wanted to keep a closer eye on you.
That makes sense.
Totally.
Hey, here's a fun question to get to know you better. Where are you from? You said you weren't from our area.
Did I?
Yep.
Well, I'm not from anywhere near your area. You're correct about that. I lived halfway across the country before taking this job.
Must have been one hell of a job offer taking you to space.
It pays well.
Oh, really? I didn't think you'd even get paid, it being the zombie apocalypse and all.
Yeah, I thought you just worked because the colonies provide shelter and food away from the zombies.
Yes, that's what I meant by pay.
Oh, of course. How silly of us.
Will, are you feeling all right? You haven't been drinking any of your juice.
I'm fine. I was just saving it for last. To wash everything down, you know?
Ah, I see. Well, if you don't have any further questions, I do have other things to attend to.
That's fine. It was really nice having you, Dr. Elora.
We loved hearing more about your job.
Of course. Goodbye, everyone.
I'm surprised we even made it as far as we did.
I'm surprised she agreed to the interview at all. Got anything else lined up for us, Hen?
Yes, actually. Let me just make the call.
Hello, this is Voemo from Colony 614.
Hi, this is Hen, the radio host from Colony 7 too.
And I'm Will.
And I'm Mason.
I was wondering when you'd call.
Yeah, we ended up having an unexpected interview, so we're a bit late.
I hope we didn't keep you waiting for long.
No, it's no trouble. How are things going over there?
Pretty well. Our zombie bite problem has yet to become an actual zombie problem. How about your colony?
I'll admit, things could be better.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't sound good. What's going on?
Well, our food stores are getting dangerously low. And our first harvest, me being one of the farmers, won't be ready for a very long time.
That's horrible.
How does that even happen? Like, how could the person in charge of supplying the food mess up the numbers that badly?
This sounds weird. My friends call it a conspiracy, but
Yeah?
whoever supplied the food to this colony, I don't think they expected us to make it this long.
You think they wanted you to starve?
No, just none of this seems like a permanent solution. There are problems and malfunctions all over the place. And now we're running low on food? The person in charge of making these colonies, I just don't think they were planning for the long term.
But your colony's barely been around for a month.
Look, it's just a theory. Wimifrey thinks it's silly.
Womafrey Wilder?
Yeah, she's my Well, we're getting to know each other.
I don't think I needed to know that.
Oh, goodness, that's not what I meant. We just met in the mess hall a few days ago, and now we have a pseudo date planned in a week.
A pseudo date?
I wouldn't ask her to part with Naomi, of course. We're just going to hang out in her room and talk. Maybe watch a movie. God and baby willing.
Aw, that sounds nice.
I hope so. How do you know Wimafrey?
She was a friend of my parents, and then we were in the same survivor group down on Earth. I'd give you the shovel talk, but I don't know how well the threats would carry over the many moon miles between us. Just treat her well, or I'll find a way to strike you down.
I'll take your word for it.
Sorry to interrupt, but back to the food problem. Should I alert our council? Maybe we could spare some food.
I don't know. The colonies aren't really built for cargo transport between each other. And besides, there's no way your colony supply could support both of our colonies at once. At this rate, we might just have to go back to Earth.
Is that an option?
I'm not sure. I think it'll have to be.
I see. Well, it was nice talking to you, Voemo. I hope things turn out okay for 614.
As do I. Nice talking to you, Hen and Company.
Bye.
There's gotta be a way to contact Earth and tell them 614 needs a re-evacuation, right?
I'm sure the council has some mode of communication with the military still doing the evacuations.
Maybe we can ask Dithey if she shows up again.
I don't know. The odds of her escorting another package seem pretty low.
I'll try to get an appointment with the council. I'm sure everything will be just fine.
For the past 2 weeks, strange things have been happening to the people of Fox Jumps.
The magic swirls from the coin and encompasses him. And whenever he is not blinded by the spell anymore, he's standing in a form that he's very familiar with, a little red fox.
As Viola is clicking her pen, the text of this feminist manifesto flow from the tip of her pen and drift up to the front of the room and sort of coalesce around their necks into a yoke.
You can feel it for yourself that there's nothing that will make me fly, and I'm about to fly. She casts lit on herself so she can float.
Storybook Ending is an actual play podcast using Spell the RPG to tell the tale of Fox Jumps, a small town where classic literature has begun springing to life. Find us wherever you get your podcasts.